Major Mohammed Ali Shah, Infa Media panelist, also with us. Major Mohammed Ali Shah, your first comment to how this hearing is panning out in the Supreme Court and the big debate on this Eidgah land.
Okay, Uday, a very, very good question. But before I answer this question, before I talk about how the hearing is panning out, let me tell you, I personally see it as a non-issue. I see it as, if you have a land which is available, which is being used for Eid namaz twice a day, no one's stopping anyone, no one's preventing you to read namaz, no one's coming in the middle of that. And also there is permission given for 15th August and children to play if people from other religion want, any religion, I'm not talking about Ganesh Chaturthi only, about any religion, if they want to congregate there, they want to celebrate something, there should not be any problem, perfectly fine. It will only give you an opportunity to create goodwill and communal harmony. You have to coexist together, right? We are a saddleboard nation. Uday, we are not a melting pot, unlike the West. In a salad bowl, what happens? We see a cucumber, a carrot, a potato, a tomato, all coexisting together, but all of them have their unique, distinct qualities. So, irrespective whether the land belongs to Waqf board or to the government or whatever. No. Now, there's one more angle to it, Uday. Now, supposing I possess something, and if, Uday, you request me, Major Shah, can I borrow it from you? I would be more than glad to give it to you, right? But now if you arm twist and say, cut, get away. So I will be like, then I will get, why should I give it to you? No. Even there's no harm. So now I don't know what the inside angle is. But I personally feel if the land is there and if some other community wants to celebrate the festival, must go ahead, go ahead. And because, okay, not only one thing. A very logical point, a very, very good point. When the Babri Masjid issue was going on, at that time, the former Vice Chancellor of the Eidgah Muslim University, mind you, the Muslim community reveres the Vice Chancellor of the Eidgah Muslim University or the ex-Vice Chancellor. They look up to them as an informal, unofficial head of the Muslim community, the intelligentsia in a way. So the former Vice Chancellor of the Eidgah Muslim University, Lieutenant General Zamiruddin Shah, the former Deputy Chief of the Army Staff, he had advised the Muslim community, give the land to the Hindu community, don't worry. It will help you in generating goodwill. Because what if thereafter, if the court ruling goes against you, then what? Then you will, as it is, have to give the land, right? You will have, as it is, have to give the land by putting your head down. Here, you would generate goodwill. Here, you are getting an opportunity to actually get some goodwill. So, I think there is no harm at all, and one shouldn't be having a kind of a reservation. In fact, the matter reached Supreme Court. I am surprised. In fact, Justice Sudhanshu Dhulia and his other bench members, they have asked for a 3-member bench court. Fine, okay, fair enough. But then, this is a matter which should not have got escalated to such a level. Because then what happens today? Then we get divided and subdivided, and then the polarization takes place and the communalization happens, and that is how we will split. Now unfortunately, green is perceived as a Muslim color, and Bhagwa, orange, saffron or red, in that side is no other, is perceived as a Hindu color. Then a tarboos, a watermelon, which is green from outside and red from inside. Where will that go? Which community will that tarboos belong to? Now we have made distinctions that a goat, a bakra is a Muslim, a cow is a Hindu. Animals have no religion. I have a dog, I have a cat right here. They're sitting right here in my house. They have no religion. And let me a dog and a cat, mind you, they coexist together in my house there. They're right here. And they're looking at. So it is really rather unfortunate. It's really bad. And I think, okay, which is the biggest enemy of a human being? A ghost? A tiger? No. Human beings. Human beings itself are becoming enemies of human beings. Unfortunately. I mean, my friend Mithun Vijay, I have known him since the year 2003, in fact, when he was a student in his school. Mithun Vijay, in fact, he rightly said in Maharashtra they are Muslims. I was in Bombay for the longest time. I would celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi. In fact, not just that. I would celebrate Christmas. I would celebrate all the festivals. I have a lot of non-Muslim friends of mine who come and celebrate Eid with me. Before my Muslim friend would wish me, my non-Muslim friend would wish me Eid Mubarak Ali Bhai. So, and I come from a culture over there where in the army, they used to wish us Ram Ram Saab, Eid Mubarak. That is the way we used to be wished. And I never saw myself. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, the Waqf board, I don't know what reasons they would be having, what propelling reasons they would be having. But I would say one thing. They have certainly missed out on a golden opportunity of actually of generating and spreading goodwill, unfortunately. Now, that is where how our community, the Muslim community, my community is basically India, right? But when I say the Muslim community by and large, they take a beating here. Because when people perceive them as, oh, आपके पास कोई चीज है जो खत्म नहीं हो रही, हम इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं, आप देना नहीं चाह रहे हैं, क्यों भाई? Now, there is something known as a request and something known as dalagiri. A request, it's human nature. एक तरीका होता है पूछने का. When you, आप तरीके से पूछेंगे, हर कोई हाजिर है, हर कोई रेडी है वो चीज शेयर करने के लिए. लेकिन आप दादागिरी पे आएंगे तो वो भी बोलेंगे भाई क्यों भाई हम चैलेंज करते हैं. I don't know what exactly happened, what the reasons are. I'm not talking about that, but I see it as a chance which could have been used very well for generating goodwill and communal harmony over there.
Okay, we're getting more updates, in fact, coming in. So the SG has said in the Supreme Court the land is listed as a playground. The SG also said permit was given earlier for Eid for 2 days. The SG has said events should be held with an open heart. Meanwhile, Kapil Sibal, though, has contended, saying the land belongs to the Waqf board. Kapil Sibal also going ahead and saying Karnataka High Court had decided in the Waqf board's favor. So clearly, of course, the matter continuing in the court there. And Major Mohammed Ali Shah, it's interesting because the contention here is being said that the land belongs to the Waqf board.
Well, the contention could be that or to the government, I don't know. That's why I said I don't know who the land belongs to. I am saying even if it belonged to irrespective, anyone, X, Y, Z, government, Waqf board, I see no harm. I generally see no harm. I would see a harm if I go to the Eidgah to pray, to do namaz, and if someone stops me and someone prevents me from reading namaz over there, I would see a harm over there. That's why? Why can I pray over there? But if I have a ground ready available...
Let me get in Uday Kumar Singh. Uday Kumar Singh, interesting developments, of course, coming in.
It has rightly been said by the Major in the debate right now that there would have been a very goodwill gesture if the Waqf board could have provided this land for celebrating this Chaturdasi, Ganesh Chaturdasi festival.
We are learning also that the order is being dictated as we speak. The order is being dictated as we speak. But do you believe, this is showing intolerance, Major Mohammed Ali Shah?
Uday, as a motivational speaker, when I speak a lot on the law of attraction, by the way. So the law of attraction clearly says that the more you give, the more you get back in return. Multifolds you get back in return. So, and secondly, I feel as a Muslim, I'm tolerant. If I give respect to the other religion, to other communities, the other religions, the other communities will also give back respect to me. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. There's no other way. And unfortunately, right now, the Muslim community has taken a lot of beating because of unfortunate incidents like that. What happened in Jharkhand, what happened in Udaipur. What is the whole thing of Islamophobia? The whole community has taken a beating. We have to introspect, realize it, understand it, and say, yes, it has taken a beating. The solution to the problem is when you realize that there is a problem. Now, unfortunately, people like Muhammad Ali Shah or anybody else, why they should have to bear the right-thinking Muslim, why should he has to bear the brunt of certain other fringe or radical elements? Right now, I'm not coming to the Waqf board, or right now I'm not talking about the Eidgah problem. I'm talking about the community as by say which has taken a beating. Now, when the community has taken a beating, we have to work to strengthen the community by education. Only if we are educated, we get good employment, right? Now, when we come to talk about coexistence, golden opportunity to actually create goodwill for people to come and say, no, Muslim community is good people. that kind of stuff. So when you want people to talk good about you have to, it's not by words, it's by deeds, and it's by action as well. So it's all give and take. You give, so you sow, so you reap. It's as simple as that. So now, if people have, I don't know what the reasons would have been, whether it's their land or what the contingency has gone to, I don't understand that. But all I know is, if something belongs to me over there, and if it can be shared by someone, the joy of giving, the joy of sharing, it's unmatched. It's really unmatched.
And before we end, because we've run out of time, from what I'm able to gauge, from what I think I can see on our screens and the information I'm getting, is that the Supreme Court has given the order. Status quo is going to be maintained. So there will be no Ganesh Chaturthi celebrations happening at the Eidgah land. There will be no Ganesh Chaturthi celebrations happening at the Eidgah land. And there will be, in fact, status quo maintained. Well, for now, because tomorrow is Ganesh Chaturthi, but the issue of possession goes to the High Court's domain now. So Karnataka High Court will rule on that, will hear out that particular aspect of this petition. Major Mohammed Ali Shah, your first reaction to the order.
Uday, I am totally in agreement with what Mr. Uday Kumar Singh and my friend Mithun Vijay said. I totally agree with them. But, at the same time, I would say this matter was not required to go to the height that it went to. Exactly. High Court and Supreme Court. The apex was the ultimate. I mean, there was zarwat hi nahi thi bhai Uday. I mean, it's a very simple thing. Whether aap aiye, baat kariye, and wahin pe baat suljha liye mamla. And the very fact, I'm sure Supreme Court has the best of intention and the best of meaning, and they didn't want the communal harmony to get disturbed, and so they've given out a ruling. But I don't understand what was the requirement of this matter to have reached to the height that it went to. ऐसी कुछ मेरे को बात नहीं लगी. Agar on the other hand, Waqf Board would have come ahead and said, ठीक है भाई, आपको सेलिब्रेट करना है, go ahead, तो हम भाईचारे से करते हैं, let's do it, मिलजुल के रहते हैं, कोई बात नहीं. So I'm sure that goodwill would have been returned. But now what happens? Now there is a bad taste somewhere. Even though the Supreme Court has given, so the debate is over, is finished over here, as Mr. Uday Kumar rightly said. So, baat hi khatam, because it has to be honored, whatever the judgment Supreme Court says. But then somewhere there let me do a role play, empathize. Let me empathize coming on the other side.
Yes.
And then say, oh, अगर मैं उस साइड पे होता तो मेरे जहन में होती बड़ी अच्छी भावना नहीं आती. मेरे कहीं ना कहीं तो somewhere on the other, at the back of my mind, that thing would have remained.
Okay, I think we've lost that connection, it seems, with Major Shah.